Hey guys, welcome back to Ray County, Missouri. It's a beautiful day on the farm here. It's a little bit cloudy, but other than that, it's a great afternoon here. Corn is all dried off here on November 3rd, so we're going to go ahead and dive on into the field. Maybe we'll get into some soybeans later on today as well. But we're going to get over to the combine and get everything situated and ready to go this afternoon here. I did some maintenance on the combine earlier this morning just to get it ready. We just need to check the oil again and to make sure it's full of fuel, and then we should be good to go after that. Now, I think today I'm going to go ahead and truck over the combine over to our north two fields there, and one's corn and one's soybeans, so I think I'm going to plan on getting those two done this afternoon here. They're both about 40 acres, so 8 acres total today. We should be able to get those done here this afternoon. We'll go deep into the night if we have to get those done. So I'll have to grab the bean head, take that over there later. We got to get everything started up here and make sure everything's good to go there first. Pop the truck off there. We're going to jump in the combine first. Get it fired up. There we go, just like that. Make sure everything's looking good here. Check everything out, make sure everything's running well. The belts and everything look good. Everything seems to be running pretty good and smooth this morning. Just need to let it warm up for a little bit here, make sure everything's good to go. We're also going to start the John Deere here. Check the oil first before we pop it in here. Check that. All right, check the oil there. All right, pull the dipstick out. Everything looks pretty good. Throw that back in there. We're going to hop up in. Start it up. All right, everything looks pretty good. We'll let that warm up for a little bit as well, and we'll jump in the International 7150 here. Get it fired up as well. Yeah, everything seems to be running pretty good. So we'll let these things warm up for a little bit, guys, and we'll take the 7150 over to the field first, and then just get everything else over there. All right, it's been a few minutes. We're gonna hop up in our 7150 here and get this on the road. Make sure we turn our hazards on as well. We got quite the trek in front of us here. It's about a 15-mile drive to the field, so it's gonna take us probably 30 minutes to drive this down there, and then we gotta call the wife to come pick us up and bring us back to the field here. So it's gonna take us quite a while to get everything over there, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do here. You can't pick up all the land right next to your field and your farm, so you gotta kind of go on an adventure and pick up the land that you can that's for sale. So we'll head over there and I'll see you guys once everything is at the field. All right, guys, we're almost to the field here. It's a tight squeeze through some of these back roads with this 8-row corn head. We're barely fitting at some points on both sides of this road here. The road's so narrow, but we're making it work. We got the train tracks we got across just in front of us here, and then the field is on the right. So we're just about there, just about ready to dive into this corn. It should be pretty good. We let it dry all morning, so it should be pretty good moisture-wise. Now, the weird thing about this field is we got to pull into like this neighbor's field here. We don't actually own this field that's plowed, but we got to pull into their driveway here, and we got to kind of sneak around the outside of their field so we can get to our cornfield. I might have to talk to the neighbor about purchasing this field in the future so we can just make this a lot easier on ourselves. But this is the field right back here. You can see we've got the gravity wagons and stuff all back here already. Go ahead and turn the hazards off, and we'll go ahead and get ready to dive on in here. Go ahead and get the combine fired up. Get the separator on, everything looks good. Get the head on, boom. We should be good to go. We're gonna go ahead and dive in here, lower the head down, just pull up on in here. Everything looks good. Now the corn is a little bit green still. I noticed that this morning. Moisture was good though, so we should be fine to just go ahead and pick this corn here. Yield seems to be pretty good so far. We're just gonna take the end rows off here, the headlands off, and go from there. But everything seems to be working pretty good so far, other than the fact that I am currently missing a row of corn. Shame on me. All right, I just finished up the headlands here. We're gonna go ahead and get the combine unloaded before we start the up-down rows here. See if we can get this lined up right. Get it unloaded there, perfect. Everything's been running pretty darn good here. I'm not sure which way GPS is gonna have me go for the up-down rows. I guess I can check here quick. Okay, it is gonna have me go east and west here. That's kind of standard, I guess. I'm gonna start in the middle of the field and work my way to the outsides. So we're probably gonna go down here. I'll grab this little bit that I missed earlier, and then we'll start up in there somewhere. You know what? This looks like a good enough spot to start. I mean, it's good as any, right? So we're gonna start about in here. Let's see where GPS lines us up at. It looks like we're lined up pretty darn good. So we're gonna go ahead and get this cornfield knocked out here. I'll check in with you guys a little bit here and there while we're harvesting it, but other than that, we'll get right over to the bean field. All right, guys, we're still rolling here harvesting. We're about 88% full in the combine here. I'm not sure we're gonna make it down the end of the row or not, but we've got a lot done so far. We haven't had to unload quite yet. This will be the first time we need to unload, so we're gonna have no issues fitting all this into that first set of gravity wagons. Hopefully we can get that second set of wagons over here for the soybeans. Hopefully I don't need to bring that first set back. But it looks like we were able to make it all the way to the end. We are just gonna cut over here and start working on this pass, because why not? we've got to head back that direction anyway, right? So we'll cut over here, start working on this pass, and then we'll head over and get unloaded into the 7150 in the wagons. But everything's been cutting really nice here. We're not throwing anything out the back. A few kernels here and there, but not much, so everything's working out pretty well for us here. You can see we really don't have much left. We might get full one or two more times, but yeah, definitely not going to fill both those gravity wagons up for this field at least. And 99% should be almost there, and we are full. Get the header raised up and turned off, and we'll head over to the gravity wagons and get the combine unloaded here. All right, I'm thinking this might fill the first wagon here. Let's see if we can get this lined up. There we go, perfect. Yeah, so it's at 55%-ish. This might be able to fill it. It'll be close though. You can see the pile forming up over there. We're gonna pull forward just so we can get it loading over here now. Try to fill it as full as possible, and yeah, it's full. Oh, actually it's 99% full, guys, and we are empty here. So we got it as full as we could pretty much there, so that worked out pretty good. We're gonna dive back in on the field here, get the combine started up, header turned on, and we should be good to go. I'll show you guys the map here quick. You can see how much we've gotten done already. We just got this little bit here and a little bit here. Then we gotta dive into this soybean field right here, field 25. So some of you guys were asking which field I built my farm on in the previous video. So it is this field here, field 48, 49 area in this waterway in here. So to clear up some of that stuff for you guys, I did build my farm in this area here. And I know a lot of you guys were also asking about a save game, if I was gonna release a save game for this map. Sadly, I cannot release a save game until the map becomes public. Obviously, that would go against everything that I assigned when I got the map from the Patreon. I can't distribute the map to anybody unless you pay for the Patreon, of course. So when the map becomes public, I can get the save game out there as long as there's no private sheds or anything I'm using here, which I think there might be some. So I can probably get around it if I replace some of those sheds and stuff and get save game out to you guys, but that won't be for quite a while because this map is in such early beta testing right now, guys. But when it does release publicly, I'll make another version of the farm on a different save game, and I'll release that one for you guys. Now, I did forget I already started taking off a row of this pass over here, but that's fine. We're just gonna leave it there. We'll get it at the end. Not a big deal. We'll come back for it. So we'll just kind of cut a pass right through the middle of this section here. All right, guys, we're just finishing up this right-hand side of this field here. We got another little pass. We'll get this unloaded and then head over to the, I guess that would be the south section over there. So we'll see if we can't get this unloaded here. We'll top off the first wagon and get the rest of the other wagon. But yeah, like I said earlier, we are just about done with this field. We've got maybe a quarter left, if that. So we're really flying through these cornfields. We've only got a few left. Well, I said we've got this massive field 46 left. Field 48 is also corn. We already harvested 47, but we've got 28 and 29. So we've got those 4 cornfields left, and then we've got the field 49 and field 25 as bean fields. So we're gonna rock on some bean harvest here after we finish this cornfield and get field 25 done. Then we'll probably head back and get 49 done. Then we'll probably harvest at least these 2 fields on stream for you guys here sometime in the next week. Maybe do another video getting these 2 done on a video. But that's the plan for now. Alright guys, we are just finishing this field here. We got this 1 pass left and we gotta get that little bit we missed there. We got a little sloppy towards the end here with the GPS and making sure everything was set up right, but it's not a big deal, guys. We're gonna get that all cleaned up here and get everything unloaded into the gravity wagons. We should be pretty close, I think, to filling that back wagon as well, as we accidentally hit GPS there again. It's been a little finicky lately. I hit I lower the header and all of a sudden it wants to put me on a line for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe I check my key binds or something like that. Maybe I got something double binded to a button or something. But besides that, guys, we're gonna get this unloaded into that back wagon there. It'll probably get up to 75% full-ish. We'll get the auger unfolded here. See if we can't get this lined up perfectly yet again here today. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, the wagon's 37% already, so we'll see if we can't get this mostly full here. All right, yeah, it looks like it's gonna hit at least 70% here, 71%. I like it. We're gonna get the combine turned off, lower the head, and we'll come back for the combine in a bit. We're gonna go and take the 7150 back over to the farm and get this unloaded here. Yeah, we're at 85% total for both wagons, so that's pretty good. But we gotta make sure to avoid the neighbor's field on the way out. Let's turn the hazards on already, so we're good to go. It is a tight turn to get out of here. You gotta make a sharp 180. It's pretty much a hairpin if you know anything about a hairpin from racing, but yeah, really tight turn here. Make sure we can get up on the gravel road without breaking an axle or something out of the wagons. Looks like we did a pretty good job that we are on the road. Perfect. We can crank her up a couple gears here and get rolling. If you guys haven't checked out this map yet, it is on No Creek Farms' Patreon. I know I keep saying this a lot, but this is the best map in FS25 so far, in my opinion. Even though it's in early beta testing, there's no sell points, no farms, nothing like that. It is still the best map in FS25. So make sure you go over there, his Patreon, and check it out. It's $25. I know it's a little steep for a map, and I agree, but for as good as this map is, I highly recommend it. And I know it's not going to come out public for a few months, guys. So if you want access to it, you got to go over there and join his Patreon. All you have to do is join for 1 month. You can cancel right after you download it, and everything will be fine. But man, you got to show No Creek Farms some love, man. This map is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what else he does with it in the future. All right, guys, we're just pulling on into the driveway here. Let's see if we can make it in here without any problems. We already kind of jackknifed the first wagon. You guys didn't see anything, but the other wagon looks like we did a pretty darn good job for once. Shocker, right? Oh, but we are off the road here just a little bit, guys. We'll get back on the road and get back to the farm. Now you'll notice I did take out a little section of the field on our left. I was testing the moisture out this morning, see if I wanted to take that field out today. And it was still a little bit wet. You can see how green it is still. So we're gonna get that one done in a couple days, let it dry a little bit more. It did snow the other day. Luckily it's all melted by now, but yeah, it's still a little bit wet from the snow we had the other day. Luckily the field to the north, it was so far north that it didn't get much snow at all. And so it was able to dry out a lot faster, which is why we were able to harvest over there this morning, or this afternoon rather. But yeah, it's been a solid day so far. We still got most of the day left for us to get that soybean field knocked down. So hopefully we can get a lot more done today. All right, guys, here we are back at the farm. We're gonna go around the machine shed here and get this thing over to the bin site. See if we can't get this unloaded. I know I've had some problems with collisions on these bins in the previous episode. See if we can't get this first try and in first person here. We'll swing a wide, and we're just gonna slide and jackknife the wagon. That's exactly what I wanted to do, guys. It was planned, it's calculated. So I guess we're gonna go third person here, just make sure we can get this going here. And we'll see if we can unload these both at the same time. Pull forward a little bit there, we can get them both unloaded at the same time. Look at that. Just barely, there's just barely enough room there, guys. And we are empty. So I'm gonna go ahead and park these over at my pickup truck, just because we gotta go to those fields next, right? And then I'll bring the pickup truck back down here to the farm and grab the bean head out of the barn. It is a tight fit, so we'll have to kind of take it nice and easy out of that barn. It took me quite a while to get it in the barn to begin with, so we're gonna have a real fun time getting it out of there. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah, we're just gonna park the gravity wagons up here by my pickup truck. We don't need them in the field with the soybeans. There's just not enough field there. The field's not big enough to need 2 sets of gravity wagons, so we're just gonna leave these here for now, and that way we don't have to trek them all the way across country there to get to that field again. Just saves a lot on diesel, and we really don't need them over there. So anyways, we're gonna hop up in the Chevrolet here, the 2500. I believe it's a Duramax, and we'll head back over to the farm, and we'll get the bean head out of the barn, and then we'll head over to I believe field 25 is the field name or field number up there. Hopefully we can get that knocked out today. It shouldn't take us too long. I think we got what, a 25-foot bean head on the trailer right now, so it's quite a bit bigger than the corn head we have, so we should be able to get that knocked out in no time. All right, you can see the bean head is in the barn there. You can see it's clipping through the rafters right now, so we're gonna have a real fun time getting that out of there. Holy crap, that truck is loud. All right, we'll get backed up to this thing here, and we're gonna try and back it on in a little bit more, just so I can pull it on out easier. Oh, did I just get stuck more? No, I think we're good. All right, guys, we did manage to get the bean head out here, so we're gonna go ahead and take this over to the field, and I'll see you guys when we're about there. All right, guys, we're just crossing the train tracks here. We gotta be extra careful so the header doesn't bounce off of the trailer here. It is a pretty smooth crossing here, so I guess I don't have to worry about it too much, but yeah, look at that, perfect. Now we gotta figure out a way to get through this hairpin or this 180-degree turn without jackknifing this trailer and driving in the neighbor's field. I'd say that wasn't bad. We did get in the neighbor's field just a little bit, guys, but that's not a huge deal. It's plowed, it's fine. A little bit of ground compaction, and it won't hurt his field at all. So we're gonna go ahead and park the truck there, the old Duramax there with the header. Now I do think this is a 25-foot header, if I'm not mistaken, so this will be able to knock out that bean field real quick here. So we're gonna jump into the 7150 combine and get it fired up. It is very confusing because my Case International tractor is also 7150, so I get the two confused quite a bit, and it's pretty funny. But we're gonna get this we're gonna get the corn head dropped off back here behind the bean head trailer. There's no reason to put this on the trailer because we're gonna have to drive the corn head back anyway. The bean head's definitely not gonna fit down the road, which is why it has the trailer. So corn head luckily does fit. We'll get lined up here to the bean head or the draper head, whichever one you call it, and we'll get this thing hooked on here. It's not my best attempt, but hey, it works. It's farming sim. You don't have to get as close as you do in real life. So we do have the bean head hooked up here. We're gonna go ahead and head down to the field and get rolling here. All right, we are here at the bean field. It is only a little 13-acre piece here, so it really won't take us that long. So we're gonna dive in here. I don't like how the soybeans are like a green color, but I can't change that. That is farming sim for you there. But so we're gonna get to harvesting nonetheless here. Now I am gonna see if I can get some soybean straw out of this field. I think I can. There we go, we can. Perfect. So yeah, we're gonna get this field done with soybean straw and get that baled up here in the next couple episodes. I think that'll turn out pretty good for us. Hey guys, look like we got some company coming into the field over there. You can't really see him, but it is the one and only Wade Mitch. Of course, he's flying across my field right now. I don't know what he's up to, but we're just finishing up these headland passes here. We'll get the combine load. We are 82%. I don't even know if there he is. But I guess I'll stop here and see what he wants. All right, guys. Well, apparently the neighbor didn't want to talk. He got out of the combine. He kind of ran away there. So we'll have to head over to his farm eventually here in the next week or so and see what he's up to. But combine is pretty much full here, so we're gonna run back to the Brodie wagons all the way down here and get this thing unloaded. Kind of odd. He kind of flew down the field and drove alongside me like he wanted to talk to me, and I got out of the combine and he just took off. I don't know if his kid or something was just driving his truck around for a joyride or something or what, but yeah, it's a pretty odd experience. Probably the next episode we'll go over and talk to him and see exactly what that was. But getting back on topic here, we're gonna head up over here to our 4440, I think. Yeah, it's the 4440. Get the combine unloaded in this first Brent 644 wagon here, and then we'll continue rolling on this soybean field. We're pretty much we got the headlands done. Just got the up and down rows left. We scroll over here to the growth. Yeah, we don't have much left. This is a 13-acre field compared to the 9-acre field there, so it's just a little bit bigger, but we do have that bigger bean head or draper head on this combine, so everything will work out just fine. We'll get this field done pretty quick here. All right, guys, we're at 88% here. We got a majority of this field done so far. Everything's running great. I did move the gravity wagons over here, so it'll be easiest for us to unload. So they are over here now. So I'm gonna pull up there and get the combine unloaded here quick. I'd say we're over halfway done with this field, so it shouldn't take us too much longer. I'm thinking this video is gonna be a pretty long one, guys, so I apologize for that. Or maybe that's a good thing for you guys. You have more content to watch. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the series as much as I'm having a blast with the series with Wade. Also, check out his channel. Links will be in the description. He's also recording on this series. We're going to hopefully try and get a recording done here in the next week and record together, maybe getting some harvest done together or something like that. So be sure to go check his channel out as well. He's done some amazing videos on this series as well. Anyways, that's probably going to do it for this one, guys. I'm going to get this rest of this field done and harvested here off camera. We've done quite a bit already. So yeah, we're gonna get the rest of this done off camera. Again, thank you guys for watching this episode. If you enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks, guys.